Welcome to The Guide. It's what you should know for where you want to go, what you didn't know for where you are, and what you can prevent from what you could learn. So why not learn from each other, together, here on The Guide.
My name's Nthn. I'm 20 years old, make music. Born and raised in Ottawa, just been making music and, humble guy. Can't say much. My passion for music began around grade 9. Started there. We got a studio at our high school, so we were just testing stuff out, just seeing if we like it. But yeah, grade 9 is when it started, for sure.
I can't believe it. Damn, you did me wrong. I should have seen that you deceived me. Yeah. And now you out like every evening, acting like it's over, but you text me in your feelings. Wait, so what you want from me? How you gonna show up? Roll up on me, talking like what's the hold up when you don't talk to me?
So talk to us about your childhood. What was it like growing up?
Childhood growing up, it was pretty cozy, there was always music around, so it kind of shaped me to who I was. My dad would always play guitar, but we just Orleans, east side of Ottawa, pretty calm area, it was just a normal,
It was always around you.
It was
you grew up in the music and everything, all that stuff.
100%, yeah.
I remember there was actually a time where you were a poet. So I want to know, how did Nthn the poet become Nthn the artist?
Yo, we gotta pause. I didn't even know people even knew me as a poet, to be honest. I didn't know I got that even recognition.
Because it was so long ago.
Exactly. And for me, I was just putting some training wheels on, practicing how to rhyme, getting words together and kind of expressing myself at the same time. But I don't know, it kind of just happened. And a big influence too is my brother was always making music. So I didn't want to be like him, but I was also it's kind of hard when
you're inspired.
Exactly.
You're inspired.
So poetry was just my way of just finding myself with the music too,
expressing yourself.
Because at the end of the day, you throw a beat on those poetry and it's
you gotta rap there, you gotta song.
Exactly.
When was the point when you actually discovered that you had a talent for music and you wanted to pursue music more seriously?
I would probably say I would take it back to the first song I ever released. So some of them, some of y'all may know, maybe Problems. There's a song called Problems. Nobody knows this, but I kind of take pride in it. I was recording and both of those verses were my first take, and I'm a rookie, right? So I did in one take both verses on some Drake, so it definitely gave me a little confidence in the beginning. I actually kind of got it,
You liked it. You liked the feeling that it was giving you.
Yeah, and I didn't work so hard to get there, so it was
if your parents, brought you up in music and everything, it might have just been in your blood, your brother's making music and everything. It's just, it came natural to you.
100%.
I noticed that, in this season, we're literally in the middle of a pandemic. It's quarantine. And instead of being idle, you're out here grinding, making music. You dropped a whole album in this season. Now, I need to get the insights of this album. What does this mean to you? What was the vision for this? And why did you decide out of all times in the middle of a pandemic to drop this album?
That's a great question. I really like that question. So firstly, obviously this album, it kind of took some time. I started in September. So I was kind of just working on making music. I just finished from dropping a project with Marty Party. So we dropped Too Easy, and instantly we both told ourselves yo, you go make your tape, I'm gonna go make my tape, and let's just talk about some real stuff, because especially the earlier music that I was making, it was great. It sounded great. I still love the old music a lot of people cringe at that stuff, but I really I take it. But one thing I noticed in the music, that album is I got a chance to talk about background, my relationships, lost friendships. A lot, like you could probably tell it was a breakup album.
Yeah,
like, you know,
you're
like,
very transparent. That I caught. You're very, very transparent.
It was the first time I even did that, and it kind of gave me like an escape, you know, like every week I'm tapping in with like Victor, the producer, like shout out Victor, that's the dog. But yeah, he made that whole, like he produced everything, and like he gave me an environment to just be free and just
That's so
let it all out. And like at the end of it, like it felt so good. It actually felt so good. And I actually didn't even care. I didn't look at the streams. I actually didn't even like, I was like, yo, this is the first time I'm being honest, you know? Like,
oh, you did it for you. Like
yeah.
it was really just for, that's awesome. One of your most played songs on this album is actually the one called For Me, featuring Kinetic and Carter. Now, I want you to get into the details.
Hold on. Best interviewer right here. God damn, like, you did your research. You really did. Shout out Raquel.
Oh my gosh.
No, I salute you for that. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I actually like very personalized, you know? Like I really like that. But continue. I just had to say that.
So one of your most played song is For Me. It's featuring Kinetic and Carter. I want to know the inside of this song, you know, what state of mind were you in when you were writing this song, and as well as your experience working with Kinetic and Carter.
Well, firstly, like both of them are my dogs, you know? So like we like Kinetic would be Alum, that's like little bro, like Zan's little brother, like, you know, we were just hanging out, and he just came from Africa, so tapped him in, you know, get in the studio, let's work. And at the same time, like that was actually one of the last songs for the project, and I knew, like, I was like, yo, like Alum, I'm taking this. Like this is for the project, you know? Cause like, but no, it was definitely like a chance to just like talk, very braggadocious, like just like I'm doing me, like. And one person that really did that very well was Carter, like, and he's just saucy. Like we both made the song prior, and then that's when we both thought like, yo, the song's not done. Let's just throw it to Carter. Like we know he could kill this. You know? So shout out him, but it was just so organic. Like I don't even know. Like I don't even remember how that song just. It was just done. It was just like.
It was just good. Do you remember how you were feeling when you were writing this song? Because For Me sounds very personal to me. So.
See, I was trying to like avoid this. I was trying to keep it surface level, but you know, like sometimes you get caught up in just like worrying about what other people think. Trying to satisfy everybody, make everyone happy. It's just time to do it for yourself, you know, like just get your bag, you know, focus on yourself. And when like, especially for myself, like I know what I'm capable of, but like when you start not giving your full thing, I start to feel down. So it's like when you start doing good for yourself, you feel better about yourself at the same time, because you know that you're reaching your full potential. So I don't know, it was just.
I think that's awesome, and it's clearly like you can see it. You don't have to know who you are to actually see this. I've noticed that, you know, you really have been tapping into, you know, working for yourself, doing your own thing. I'm going on IG, I'm seeing you travel the world, going to LA, you're going to the States, you're making music with Zion, you're hanging out with Diamond. I'm just like, these are people, I seen Diamond in a movie. How are you with Nthn right now? So I really want to know, like, how far has music really brought you?
Once again, those are literally all my friends. Like they're literally.
That's dope.
Like Zan's like high school friend, like grew up together since high school. Like, so like Diamond, like just another friend. Like I just met her. Like it was crazy. I didn't even know who she was, and so like I just met her, and it was like, oh, I'm on X Factor. I'm like, what? Like, you know, and she's like telling me all this stuff. I'm like, that's crazy. But where has music brought me? It's, you know, like we're still here, we're still in the city. Like, I mean, I'm still working hard. It's definitely brought me places, like you said, LA. I've done like SoundCloud interviews, like in Toronto. Like those are all.
That was dope.
Those are all nice, but at the same time, like, actually, what was the question again? Where has music brought
you? Yeah.
One thing I could really say is it's definitely like brought some recognition in the city. So although like I haven't made it yet,
You have the buzz. That's how you should be moving.
Yeah, not yet, but I think people are starting to like set an expectation for myself, like just like in terms of releasing, like, yo, where's the tracks at? You know, like you're sleeping, Nthn. And at the same time, I feel like I think I'm at a stage where I'd let a lot of people down if I quit now. So like I think that's as far as it's brought me for now. We just working, literally.
That's a good type of pressure though. Like to have people believe in you that much that they want to see you win. That's like an amazing type of pressure. And it makes me even want to know, did you know that you were always did you always know that you were supposed to be an artist or supposed to be, you know, producing music, making music?
No.
No? You're trying to be a baller? Why is everybody trying to be a baller?
I had hoop dreams.
Oh my goodness.
5 a.m. going to the court, trying to get taller, trying to jump, get my bunnies up.
I'm so dead.
And then, but it was just a smooth transition. Like I think like right before I was graduating high school, I'm like, yo, like, you're not a baller. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, but it wasn't in that attitude. It was more like just picking up music and like letting down ball at the same time. But ball was always something like, we just played ball today. Like I just played ball today. It's still fun. But nah, it just kind of like came naturally. I'd say like when I just started university, I was like, yo, like this is real life, you know? Like pick one, you know?
Yeah.
And don't be miserable. So it was just do that. Literally.
I think that's so dope, and I'm glad you went into the music side because you're doing so well and you're so good. That's the thing. Like you can't lie. If somebody says you're not good, they're capping. That's what they're doing. But you know, even if you're so good and even if you've gone through this journey, you're still, you know, going through this journey. Are there any challenges that you have faced, you know, from when you started making music until today?
Yeah, definitely a lot of like inner challenges, like just like I said, expectations. Those were always something that I was worried about. And like one thing too is like, I don't know, I'd always compare myself and like I'd see like huge celebrities and I'm like, damn, like that's so perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they just got there.
I feel you 100%.
And so it's crazy challenges. Like you look at yourself and you're like, I'm releasing music, like what's happening? I don't see a change in my life, like what's going on? And then that's one thing. That's definitely a big challenge, but especially expectations. Like I kind of rap and sing. Yeah. And so like I don't wanna go completely rap so people are just taking me as a rapper, but I also don't wanna sing because I know my range and I know I know where I can go, you know? Exactly. So I was always just like, oh, like my rapper, my singer, I don't know, like, but then just kept doing both and now I just say like, it is what it is. The next song will show you, like, I don't know, like,
but it's dope. Yeah. It's dope. Like you're doing well. It's dope. And you know, even if you've come across a few bumps in the road, you know, you come across a few challenges, I'm sure that you've had I'm sure that you've had
You're good.
amazing experiences and great memories that you have, you know, experienced during this process. Do you remember any, or do you have one of, you know, the greatest memories that you have during your journey pursuing music?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I think something that definitely brings like excitement to me was like performances. So like just setting up shows, performing, and like when you actually just like when you walk into the venue, you're setting up whatever, there's nobody there. And then you go backstage, you're just kicking it. Next thing you know, you pop out and there's like just a bunch of people there and you're like, oh, this is real life. This is So that's always something that will keep exciting me like forever. It's not a precise moment.
But it's a feeling that you look forward to.
And I'm nervous too, but that's what I love too, you know? So like that rush, like.
If you're not nervous, then it's not real.
Exactly.
You know, if you're not nervous, then it's like, you didn't really put your all into this. Like being nervous, I feel like being nervous is like a sign that, you know what, like, you got this.
Yeah.
People are hoping for you, you know? It might be a little bit uncomfortable, but you need uncomfortable, you know, for growth and all that.
100%.
As much as you've been growing in your journey, you know, taking this journey, pursuing your music career, making your albums, meeting people, clearly we see that you are grinding and you're constantly doing something new. So when we talk about Nthn in 5 years from now, who are we seeing?
I hate this question. 5 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I keep touching my mic, my bad. Where do I see myself in 5 years? Happy for sure, like that's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Progress, just always progressing.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard.
What about in terms of music specifically? When it comes in terms of music, like who do you see yourself being in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, like selling out shows.
That's what's up.
Like millions of streams for sure.
That's what's up.
I don't like to worry about the numbers, but it definitely shows accomplishment, you know? Like
of course, you're doing something right.
Yeah. Like that's definitely like a milestone I definitely want to hit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrible. I don't even know. I can't give you an answer.
No red carpets, no meeting celebs.
Definitely more interviews.
That's dope, but that's how it should be.
Some Breakfast Club, like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just like I said, I want the world to know who Nthn is, and more than just Ottawa, you know, and just more than Canada, more than America, international, you know. That's
dope.
That's it. And as long as I'm making music, I'm happy.
That's
Literally,
dope.
like.
You're so wholesome. Like, if anybody, you know, actually, people are gonna be watching this, you know, and there might be somebody that there might be somebody that's maybe watching you, you know, is hesitant to step into the music, you know, career, because it's a competitive field.
Yeah.
You know, what is some advice that you could give to somebody that's trying to maybe walk into your shoes, trying to be the next Nthn, or maybe just trying to be the next artist out there?
I like that one. I would start by saying, like, do it for the right reasons. Like, first, because you're gonna find obstacles, you're gonna find problems. Like, we're all human, you know what I mean? Like, we're all gonna have these trials and tribulations. So when those obstacles come, you gotta remember why you're doing it. Like, just why are you doing it? Is it like to support your family? Is it for the passion and the love of the music? Like, whatever it is, like, just remember why you're doing it at all times. Like, that's number one. And lastly, secondly, one that I can resonate very well with is, like, throw that fear in the trash. Like, throw that fear in the trash, because you start making, like, bad decisions, you know what I mean? Like, you're scared, you don't know what to do. Like, do I quit? Do I continue? Like, what, like, you know, what do I do? Like,
Yeah.
So just don't worry about what people think. Do you. Don't be worried, because you only have one life.
Yeah.
And if you mess that up, you not mess it up. But if you like do something that you don't want to do, you are gonna regret it, you know? And like,
it's facts.
So why not just give it your all, and who cares what people think?
That's facts.
Okay.
I don't think I've heard anyone yet, you know, speak about fear, and I feel like fear is the biggest thing. There's so much talent, but fear is just from the devil, man. It's just it just scares you away. But honestly, you've said so much great things, so many nuggets. I enjoyed this interview. You're such a wholesome person, like a happy person. I love this. I love to get to know. I love how I got the opportunity to get to know, you know, you as a person and not just an artist.
Thank you as well. For real.
Thank you. But that is it for our interview today. And that is it, guys. So thank you once again. And we will see you in our next episode.
Later.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Raquel. Thank you so much for tuning into The Guide. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos. You do not want to miss out.